If you're over 60 and you often feel bloated, tired for no clear reason, mentally foggy, or sore throughout your body, even though your doctor tells you your tests look normal, there's a strong chance your gut is quietly inflamed. As a medical doctor, I see this every single day, especially in adults over 60. In this video, I'll reveal the hidden signs of gut inflammation after 60, why it happens as we age, and most importantly, exactly what to eat to calm your gut and start feeling better again. Stay until the very end, because one common food you eat every day may be the real trigger without you even realizing it. As we age, our digestive system changes, even if we keep eating the same foods we've eaten our entire lives. This is something most people are never told, and it explains why so many adults over 60 suddenly feel worse, even though nothing obvious has changed. Let me explain what's really happening inside your gut. First, the gut lining becomes thinner and more fragile. When you're younger, the lining of your intestines acts like a strong protective barrier. It keeps harmful particles out and lets nutrients pass through safely. But after 60, that lining naturally becomes thinner. Small gaps begin to form. This makes your gut more sensitive, more easily irritated, and more likely to become inflamed from foods that never bothered you before. Second, digestive enzymes decline with age. These enzymes help break food down properly. Proteins, fats, carbohydrates all require enzymes to be digested. After 60, your body produces fewer of them, so food sits longer in your gut, partially digested. And when food isn't fully broken down, it can ferment, feed harmful bacteria, and trigger gas, bloating, and inflammation. Third, gut bacteria diversity decreases. A healthy gut depends on balance, trillions of bacteria working together to protect your immune system and reduce inflammation. But as we age, we naturally lose bacterial diversity. Beneficial bacteria decline. Harmful bacteria gain the upper hand. This imbalance makes your gut more reactive to food, weaker against toxins, and slower to recover from irritation. Fourth, common medications quietly damage gut balance. Many adults over 60 take medications every day: acid reducers, pain relievers, anti-inflammatories, or antibiotics. While these drugs may be necessary, they often disrupt stomach acid, damage the gut lining, and wipe out beneficial bacteria. Over time, this creates a perfect environment for chronic gut inflammation to take hold. And finally, chronic low-grade inflammation increases with age. As we get older, the immune system becomes more reactive and slower to shut off inflammation. This means your gut may stay inflamed longer, even after a small trigger. Foods you tolerated for decades can suddenly cause discomfort, fatigue, joint pain, or brain fog. After 60, your gut becomes more sensitive, slower to heal, and more reactive to food. This is not your fault, and it does not mean your body is failing. It simply means your gut now needs a different kind of care than it did before. In the next part of this video, I'll show you exactly which foods calm inflammation and which everyday foods may be silently damaging your gut, even the ones you believe are healthy. And one of them might surprise you. Now let's talk about the warning signs I see most often in my patients over 60. These are not dramatic symptoms. They're often subtle, easy to ignore. And many people are told they're just a normal part of aging, but they're not. They are signals coming directly from an inflamed gut. Sign number 1, bloating and gas after meals. Feeling bloated or gassy after eating is one of the earliest and most common signs, especially after foods you used to tolerate just fine. You eat, and instead of feeling satisfied, your stomach feels tight, swollen, uncomfortable. This happens when food isn't digested properly and begins to ferment in the gut, a clear sign of inflammation and imbalance. Sign number 2, constipation or irregular bowel movements. Many people over 60 tell me, "I only go every 2 or 3 days. Isn't that normal?" The answer is no. Regular bowel movements are a sign of a healthy, calm digestive system. Constipation, diarrhea, or constantly switching between the two often means the gut lining is irritated and struggling to function normally. This is not normal aging. This is gut distress. Sign number 3, fatigue after eating. Meals are supposed to give you energy, not drain it. If you feel sleepy, weak, or exhausted after eating, your gut may be working overtime just to handle that meal. Inflammation pulls energy away from the rest of your body and forces your immune system into constant overdrive. When the gut is inflamed, even eating becomes exhausting. This one surprises many people. Joint pain, especially in the knees, hips, hands, or shoulders, is often connected to gut inflammation. Why? Because inflammation rarely stays in one place. When the gut lining is irritated, inflammatory compounds enter the bloodstream and settle in the joints. Many joint problems begin in the gut, not the joints themselves. Sign number 5, brain fog or poor concentration. Trouble focusing, forgetfulness, feeling mentally cloudy. These are not just signs of aging. The gut and brain are directly connected through what we call the gut-brain axis. When the gut is inflamed, inflammatory signals travel to the brain, affecting memory, mood, and clarity. A foggy brain is often a sign of an inflamed gut. Sign number 6, skin problems. The skin is another place where gut inflammation shows up. Rashes, itching, rosacea, unexplained redness, or irritation. When the gut can't properly filter toxins, the body pushes them out through the skin. Clear skin often starts with a healthy gut. Sign number 7, new food sensitivities. This is one of the biggest red flags. Foods you've eaten your whole life, bread, dairy, eggs, certain vegetables, suddenly cause discomfort, bloating, pain, fatigue, brain fog. This doesn't mean the food suddenly became bad. It means your gut is no longer able to tolerate it calmly. These are not random symptoms. They are not just aging. They are signals from an inflamed gut. And the good news is, when you calm gut inflammation, many of these symptoms improve together. In the next part of this video, I'll show you exactly what to eat to soothe inflammation, rebuild your gut lining, and restore balance after 60. And I'll also reveal the one everyday food that triggers gut inflammation in more seniors than almost any other. Now let's talk about what's quietly damaging your gut. Not suddenly, not dramatically, but little by little, every single day. These are foods many of my patients eat regularly, foods they've eaten for decades, and that's exactly why they're so easy to overlook. These foods may not have caused problems at 40, but after 60, the gut reacts very differently. First, sugar and desserts. Sugar is one of the fastest ways to fuel gut inflammation. Cakes, cookies, pastries, candy, even small treats after meals. Sugar feeds harmful gut bacteria, increases inflammation, and weakens the gut lining over time. After 60, the gut becomes much more sensitive to sugar spikes, even amounts that once felt harmless. Second, white bread, pasta, and baked goods. White bread, pasta, crackers, muffins. These refined carbohydrates quickly turn into sugar in the gut. They digest fast, spike blood sugar, and promote inflammation. For an aging digestive system, these foods are especially irritating because they lack fiber and offer very little nourishment to gut bacteria. Third, fried and fast foods. Fried foods place a heavy burden on an already slower digestive system. The oils used, especially when reheated, are highly inflammatory. They damage the gut lining, slow digestion even further, and increase bloating, reflux, and discomfort. After 60, the gut struggles to recover from these foods the way it once did. Fourth, processed meats, bacon, sausages, hot dogs, deli meats. These foods contain preservatives and inflammatory compounds that irritate the gut lining. Over time, they disrupt gut bacteria balance and promote chronic inflammation. Even small, frequent amounts can quietly worsen gut health after 60. Fifth, dairy. This one surprises people. Milk, cheese, yogurt, foods often considered healthy. But after 60, many adults produce less lactase, the enzyme needed to digest dairy. Undigested dairy can cause bloating, gas, fatigue, and inflammation, even without obvious stomach pain. This doesn't mean dairy is bad for everyone, but for many older adults, it quietly inflames the gut. Sixth, alcohol, especially nightly drinking. A glass of wine at night may feel relaxing, but alcohol directly irritates the gut lining, disrupts beneficial bacteria, and increases permeability of the gut wall. After 60, even moderate, regular drinking can significantly worsen gut inflammation. The gut simply becomes less tolerant with age. Seventh, artificial sweeteners. Many people switch to artificial sweeteners thinking they're making a healthier choice, but substances like aspartame, sucralose, and other sugar substitutes disrupt gut bacteria balance. They confuse the digestive system and can increase inflammation, even without calories. For an aging gut, these sweeteners are often more harmful than helpful. The goal here is not fear, and it's not perfection, it's awareness. These foods didn't necessarily cause problems when you were younger, but after 60, your gut is more sensitive, slower to recover, and more reactive to what you eat. In the next part of this video, I'll show you what to eat instead. Foods that calm inflammation, support digestion, and help your gut heal naturally after 60. And you may be surprised how simple these changes really are. The good news is this: your gut can heal at any age, even after 60, even after years of discomfort, even if symptoms have been present for a long time. The gut is remarkably resilient when you give it the right support. And that support begins with what you choose to eat. Before we talk about specific foods, there's one important principle to understand. After 60, your gut needs calm, not challenge. That means foods that are easier to digest, less irritating, and more nourishing to the gut lining. First, cooked vegetables. Cooked vegetables are one of the most healing foods for an aging digestive system. Spinach, zucchini, carrots. When vegetables are cooked, their fibers soften, their nutrients become easier to absorb, and they place far less strain on the gut. This is why many people feel bloated from salads, but feel comfortable after soups or stewed vegetables. After 60, cooked foods are often much gentler on the gut than raw foods. Second, lean proteins. Protein is essential for repairing the gut lining. Fish, eggs, turkey. These proteins are easier to digest and provide the building blocks your gut needs to heal. Choose gentle cooking methods, baking, steaming, poaching, instead of frying. A calm gut heals best when protein is light and simple. Third, healthy fats. Healthy fats help reduce inflammation and protect the gut lining. Olive oil, avocado. These fats slow digestion just enough to prevent irritation without overwhelming the system. Use them in small, steady amounts. Too little fat strains digestion. Too much overwhelms it. Balance is key. Fourth, fermented foods in small amounts. Fermented foods can support healthy gut bacteria when used gently. Yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut. Start with very small portions, a spoonful, not a bowl. An inflamed gut needs time to adjust to beneficial bacteria. More is not better here. Slow and steady brings healing. Fifth, easy to digest carbohydrates. Your gut still needs carbohydrates, but the right kind. White rice, oats, sweet potatoes. These provide energy without irritating the gut lining. They're especially helpful when fatigue has been an issue. A well-fed gut is a calmer gut. Sixth, bone broth and soups. Bone broth is one of the most soothing foods for an inflamed gut. It's rich in compounds that support the gut lining and reduce inflammation. Warm soups also stimulate digestion gently and hydrate the body at the same time. For many people over 60, soups are not just comforting, they're therapeutic. Healing your gut does not require extreme diets. It does not require deprivation, and it does not require perfection. It requires consistency, simplicity, and patience. Start with one meal a day, then two. Let your gut settle. As inflammation calms, energy improves, bloating decreases, clarity returns. In the final part of this video, I'll share a simple daily plan to protect your gut after 60, including one small habit that makes a surprisingly big difference. And it's something you can start today. Before we finish, let's talk about daily habits that quietly reduce gut inflammation. Because healing your gut isn't only about food, it's about how you live every single day. First, eat slowly and chew thoroughly. Digestion begins in the mouth. When you rush meals, your gut has to work much harder. Slow down. Chew each bite fully. This simple habit alone can dramatically reduce bloating and discomfort. Second, walk for 10 to 15 minutes after meals. Gentle movement helps digestion. A short walk after eating stimulates the gut naturally and prevents food from sitting too long in the stomach. You don't need intense exercise, just steady, relaxed movement. Third, manage stress. The gut and brain are deeply connected. Stress tightens the digestive system and increases inflammation. Slow breathing, quiet moments, gentle routines. Calming the mind often calms the gut as well. Fourth, improve sleep quality. Healing happens during sleep. Poor sleep keeps inflammation active and prevents the gut from repairing itself. Aim for a consistent bedtime. Reduce screens at night. Create a calm evening routine. Fifth, stay hydrated. Water keeps digestion moving smoothly. Sip throughout the day rather than drinking large amounts at once. Dehydration makes constipation and gut irritation much worse. Sixth, avoid unnecessary medications. Some medications can irritate the gut when used long-term. Never stop a medication on your own, but talk with your doctor about whether all current medications are still needed. This one step alone can make a significant difference over time. Healing your gut is not about perfection, it's about consistency. Small habits, repeated daily, create powerful change. Start with one habit, then another. Your gut will respond and your body will thank you. Take care of your gut and it will take care of you. Many of the symptoms we blame on aging are not caused by age at all. Bloating, fatigue, brain fog, joint pain, skin issues. Very often, these are signs of gut inflammation and they are reversible. By changing what you eat and how you live each day, you can calm your gut, reduce inflammation, and begin to feel more like yourself again. More energy, clearer thinking, greater comfort in your body. It's never too late to support your gut, and small changes truly do add up. If this video helped you, please like and subscribe for weekly doctor-backed health content created especially for people over 60, and I'd love to hear from you. Comment below, which symptom do you struggle with the most? Thank you so much for watching. Take good care of your gut and take good care of yourself. I'll see you in the next video.